Umlani, can you confirm if you can hear me? Okay, so here's the thing. I need you to turn on your mic. Your mic is turned off. Let me just join and show it to you.
Recording in progress.
So
So
I
I
need you
need
to turn
to
this
turn this
on.
on. Yeah, is it on now?
Now I
Now
can
I
hear you. Wait a
wait.
second. Yeah, so how's it going?
All right, how are you?
I'm all good. I'm all good. Yeah, I'm seeing you driving there with you guys.
Yeah, I just parked here. I just parked here from the site.
Okay, Kati, what's up? Were you coming from a job or something?
Yeah, I'm coming from a job.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem, man. I also understood maybe there could be something that is going on your side. But how are you doing?
No, trying. Just a bit quiet, yeah, but you're trying. That's why
Okay.
I'm looking for more work.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yes.
so that's why you filled out the form.
Sorry?
I'm saying so that's why you filled out the form.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. But just
So
a
just
bit.
wanna find out how you guys work here.
You saying?
Yeah, just wanna find out how you guys work, how you gonna work and all those type of things.
Oh, okay. And just a bit curious. I've been wondering. I've been trying to look, but I couldn't see it. So how did you manage to get a hold of our company? Was it through social media or?
I can't remember. I think it's through can be Facebook or Google. I can't remember. It's on the social media somewhere there.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I think it's
Interesting.
Instagram. Yeah, Instagram.
Oh, okay. No
Yes,
problem.
yes.
I fully understand it.
Mm.
I've been wondering. I've been trying to put my head around it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
so basically, I had a look at the form that you filled out. Um,
yes.
and I still have a few questions because I believe within that form I did not manage to get. I got a lot of information, but there's just a few things that I just want to find out from your side.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so just a bit curious. You mentioned there that you're getting your job from, I think you said Snapit or something.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Because
Yes.
now when I was looking through through your Instagram, I saw that you at about a thousand and something followers.
Oh, yeah. I've got 1,000 followers. Yes.
Yeah, but from those thousand followers, how is it going? Are you getting anything from that side?
No, from Instagram, I'm not doing any marketing there. I just post. I just keep on posting. Yeah, but I don't do any marketing that side.
Oh, okay. So you've
Yeah, I
never.
just post my work that side.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's interesting. So you've never run any ads on Facebook or on Meta or on Instagram?
I think once I think I ran one advert. Just my daughter was just showing me out. Otherwise, I'm not good in these things.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, I'm not good in social media. Yeah.
Oh, your daughter was helping you with it.
Yeah. She was helping me
Oh, okay.
with one
Okay.
advert or something.
Oh, okay. So the 1,000 followers, you got them through posting your work.
Yeah. Through posting my work.
That's good. But no
Mm.
jobs as of yet.
Uh, some people they just call me. I don't know. Maybe they see me from there, or they just call me and said, "Yeah, no, we saw you on Google or something like that." But I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
where they get my. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe they'll be googling companies around or what. I don't know. But you just get jobs like that.
Okay. But
Mm.
do they turn into jobs those people that maybe just contact you on randomly?
Yeah, some of them. Some of
Some.
them, they ask the address, yeah, then they come because I've got a shop also here that we're manufacturing aluminum windows and things. So they'll be asking some product. If we've got this certain products or windows, then they come and pick it up here at the shop.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, okay, wait a second. Wait. Let's just go back a bit. So
Mhm.
you manufacture the windows, and then also at the very same time you install them.
Yeah, we manufacture the windows, install them, and we also do building construction. That means we do renovations and new buildings. So we do building from scratch up to completion.
Okay.
We are registered with NHBRC. We've got all those builders, risk policies, and CITB.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually comply with
The law.
in the building industry. Yes.
That's good. That is really good. And now here's the question that I have for you.
Yeah.
Which side are you getting most jobs from? Is it the manufacturing side or is it the installation?
Uh, I can say both because normally what we manufacture, when they buy, we also install for them. You get few people
Oh,
just come
okay.
by. Yeah. It's
Okay.
few people just go by and take it, but mostly they order, then we install for them also.
Okay. That is interesting.
Mm.
Which
Yeah,
means you're running a tight operation there.
yeah, actually, you can say that.
Okay. And currently, how many people do you have on your team?
Uh, in for aluminium, full-time guys, I've got like 6 guys. Then sometimes we go up to 10 if we've got more work. But construction depends. Construction, sometimes you get a project that you hire like 50 people at a time. So it
Okay.
depends per project. Yeah. Because there was a project I was busy in Kempton Park that was about 2,500 square meter house that we're building. So there we had a lot of people, close to over 50 guys at the site.
Okay. I think it's
Mm.
I think it's the one that I saw on your Instagram account. There was an
Yeah, yeah, I
oh, it
put
was
that
that
picture.
one.
Yeah, yes, yes, that house.
And it's a very
So
beautiful house. So you did it all from scratch.
yeah, yeah, from scratch, we did all the aluminum windows for them. Actually everything, plumbing, roofing, painting. The only thing that we didn't do that we got a subcontractor was the kitchen, because I don't do the built-in kitchens or BICs. We don't do that.
Oh, okay.
So we
No,
only do the ceiling designs, yeah, and all other things like tiling,
okay.
garden. Is
Interesting. That your work is very good. I have to say that. Because I thought maybe with that house you were just maybe doing the inside or something. Can't you were doing the full entire thing? Ah, no, that's good, man. Good work.
yeah, yeah, starting from scratch, setting out the whole house from the ground.
Yeah, no, that is very
Yeah.
good. Your work is
Mm.
good. You see the type of work that you do, it definitely is the work that is supposed to be posted online because it's very good. So I have to give it up to you. That is good work. But now just to find out something from you.
Yes.
With now the jobs that you are getting, how many jobs would you say that you are getting in a month?
In a month, it's actually now things changed because before COVID, I was actually not doing that marketing because it was like from word of mouth. If I'm busy with a project, because I was looking at 2 houses a year at that time. It was maybe you get a house for over building house over 2 million. If I get those 2 houses a year, I was fine. But now after COVID, things changed. I'm getting small jobs. I don't get those big houses. So we need at least the even aluminium. I was doing it mostly for my projects, not for private people, because I was too busy at my site. So I was just manufacturing for my project. Only now that I need income from all those private people also around. So that's why I say now, hey, I need more work now. I need more work. Even
Oh,
the
okay.
renovations, yeah, I do small renovations, maybe one room that we finish like in 2 weeks and things like
Mm,
that. Yeah, but I'm looking for actually for um, new projects, like for building maybe from, you can say from 100 square meters up.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
But
in a year, if I can get houses for maybe 500 square meters, then that means a year I can need maybe 2 or 3 houses like that of that size.
okay.
Yes.
So with us, we in a year, definitely, I think that number is too little. Three or two. It's yeah, no, it's just. But of course, we could bring more. But I now know what you are looking for on your side. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but for a year, that it's just too little. So I think we we won't be giving you about two or three. It will definitely be more than that. But just going back to the question that I was asking, currently,
Yeah.
how many jobs are you getting on a monthly basis?
On a monthly basis, I can say on Windows, I'm making maybe a turnover of what, 150 or so, 150,000 on the shop.
Okay,
Then currently on renovations, to be honest, it's a little bit quiet on renovations. I think I last did a renovation. When was it? Was it October somewhere there? September. Yeah, September, October.
okay,
So that's one thing. Yeah, now I'm busy with aluminum windows and glass mostly.
oh,
So my
okay,
turnover is just around there. Yeah, it's around plus minus 150 or so.
oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
You know, it's interesting because you are the second person that I'm talking to in the aluminium space. I don't know if you know the company that is called Active Skylights.
Active skylights.
Yeah,
That, yeah, I think I've seen their buckies around or something like that.
yeah. So even I
Yeah.
was having a conversation with them, and
Yeah.
they were also saying the same thing that lately, in terms of the jobs,
Yeah.
in the aluminum side, it's currently not that much because they also did contact me wanting to work with us. But
Oh,
unfortunately,
okay.
yeah, but I told them that there's this call that I'm going to be having with you today
Yeah.
because I spoke to them yesterday. So I was telling them that I have a call with you. So I think it's just going to be a matter of deciding after this call. If this makes sense for the both of us, then I will go with you. But if it doesn't, maybe I would have to go with them. But yeah, just to I just wanted to share that with you that you are not the only person that I've spoken to which is complaining about the lack of jobs in the
Oh,
aluminium
yes.
side. Yeah. Now here's the thing that I want to find out. So
Yeah.
how much is a job worth to you an average?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a plus minus 50,000 jobs or so.
Okay, minus 50,000.
Yeah, yeah, the job.
Okay. And
Mhm.
in terms of the take home, is it is it if let's say it's a 50,000 job on your
Yeah.
side, in terms of the profit, what percentage are you looking at?
Yeah, the profit you're making, you're looking at maybe 25% or so. Because of competition also. You must understand there's competition, so we can't put too much profits these days.
Mm. Oh, so
So I
it's
think,
25.
yeah, plus minus. Mm, plus
Okay.
minus. Yeah, between 25% profit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I can fully understand you there. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. And then now in terms of marketing, do you is there any other people that you've worked with before, um, that you've worked with that basically have helped you with your marketing in some type of a way?
Ah, no, no. Only Snoopy or Buck. Sometimes I buy the leads from them, just from time to time.
Oh, okay. And
Mm.
those leads, do they
Yeah.
turn into jobs?
No, most of them, hey, sometimes you spend like maybe 1,000 rand, put 1,000 rand, you get no jobs, no
Mm,
response, those type of things. Yeah. That's why I end up losing interest on those leads sometimes.
yeah. And I know that
Mhm.
pain. I know that pain because um with Buck and these other Snapit and all of them, the
Yeah,
leads that they give to you, it's
yeah,
leads
yeah.
that they give to another person. Basically, there's 50 of you that have the same lead, which is
Sure.
why which is why you get to that point where you're gonna be like, Ish, this person is not getting back to me because there's 50 of you that got back to this person. So this person is
Oh,
tired of having to get back to these people because there's just too many people. Um,
yeah. But how come? Because they only say they give five contractors
no,
at a time.
no, that's it's you know what's happening is that if
Yeah,
if they had if they had to do that, if let's say they gave five people those those
yeah.
those if they gave five people those leads, they wouldn't profit on their side. So it just wouldn't make
Oh,
sense for
okay.
them to do that. So on their side, it's a matter of them also getting a taste of the money. Because remember, they give you the leads, let's say 400 Rand or 200. And when you turn
Yeah,
those leads, you turn them into, let's say, a project of 50,000.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that 100 Rand, it's not enough for them. But if they give leads to 50 people, it's what
yeah, yeah. It's
it's what it
profitable. Yeah, that's more money for them, obviously. Yeah.
exactly. Um,
But in which manner? Because they, like me, I mean, they post one job, but you can see it's been accepted by like maybe 4 or 5 guys.
on their side.
Yeah, yeah, and it shows there on the per job. This it shows. I mean, people accepted the job,
Mm, no, um,
or they
so,
post
so
it on the other website or something. I don't know. But
probably,
yeah, yeah. But to be honest, their leads, most of their leads, they you struggle to get through the deal. You just
yeah,
get response and some quotation. Sometimes they say we'll come back to you. It's just end like that.
yeah,
The
no,
jobs that you get from from word of mouth, they are quicker to get.
yeah,
See, yeah, yes. Someone phoned me and
yeah,
said, "Hey, yeah, I got your number from another guy that you're building." That you make appointment is easy to get those type of jobs,
true,
but
and
from the leads, it's struggle.
yeah, that is true, and you know why it's easy to convert
Yeah,
people when they are word of mouth.
yes,
It's because those leads um are recommended by their friend to you. So when they are coming to you, they are trusting the work that you've done for their friend, and also they are trusting their
yeah,
friend,
yeah, yeah.
which makes it very easy for you to turn them into a client.
To
Um,
get- Yeah, yeah, it's true. It is.
yeah. So here's the thing. On my side, I think I've got the information that I needed from your side. But here's a question that I just need to find out. You mentioned that currently you can spend 1,000 or even more than that when you're trying to get leads on Bug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they still get no job.
exactly. Now,
Mm.
um, if that's the case, then with the other platforms, do you have knowledge in terms of how the numbers tend to go with your meta,
No,
with your, or you are not informed on that side? Okay, no problem.
no, no.
No
Yeah.
problem. So yeah, I basically have the questions that I needed on my side. Now, here's something that I just want to mention to you. What will happen right
Yeah.
now is I will give you the opportunity to ask me questions that you want to ask me, and then I will answer your questions. Now, but here's the
Okay.
thing. But here's the thing that I want us to be clear on. So there's just a few things that I want to ask from you. The first one it is um when you join the call and when you filled out the form, I on my side I believe that you filled out the form because you wanted to find a team that can help you to get more clients and more jobs. And when you were joining the call, you had that thing in mind of if this makes sense for me, then I will go ahead with it. And if it doesn't, I will not. Right? So
Yes.
one thing, and as I'm saying this, what I'm trying to get to is if you are interested in going ahead with us and working with us, then one thing that I can basically expect from your side it is to basically say, okay, so what do we do next? Where do I have to cover the investment that I need to make, right? That's the first
Yeah.
thing that I would want to hear from you if you want to go ahead with us. But if you do not, then what I want you to inform me is this. Um, is to just tell me that no, basically, from what you're telling me, I'm hearing you, but for me, it's just not making sense for me to invest into it, right? Um,
Yeah.
so so by me saying this, there's a few things that I'm trying to avoid. The first one that is to avoid the thingy of maybe saying that, okay, no, I don't, I cannot afford this, that's something that I first of all I want to avoid having to get on at the end of the call. Or the second thing, it is to say maybe, okay, I have to go and think about it. I have to talk to this person and this person to make the decision, right? Because I am the CEO of the company, right? Of SB Media Empire. Now, at SB Media Empire, I'm the one that makes the decisions that get the business to go forward, right? And I believe it's the
Okay.
same thing here. You are the one that makes the decisions regarding the company, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and when you got into this call, you came into the call having that intention of, if this makes sense, I'm going to work with this guy. So what I'm trying to avoid is that thing of saying, let me go think about it. Let me do this, let me do that. I'm just trying to avoid those types of things because we've been on calls and a lot of calls, and a lot of people have said those things. And when we tried to get back to them, they started ignoring us. The same thing that you were saying some clients tend to do with you. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to avoid having to get to those things at the end of this call. But with that being said, can we agree on that?
Yeah. Yeah. No. As long we agree on something, if I'm happy with something, I'll tell you straight away that okay, I'm happy or I'm not happy with this and that. You know, it's
Love
obvious.
that.
I'm looking for a company that will make actually a company that will market the jobs for us. Because my experience is on hands-on. I know the job, I can do the job. So I need those jobs to keep on
To
coming.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yes, yes.
I understand you. Understand you, fully understand you.
Mm.
So with that said, I think we've agreed on that. So I believe we will not get to that point. So I'm basically giving you the opportunity to ask me questions that you want to ask me before I can get to maybe tell you a bit about the company and stuff.
Yeah, no, first, the only thing that, the first thing obvious is how you work, how you give us the jobs. What's return are you like? You give me a job, how much you charge for those jobs, or how you get paid back for those jobs? I think that's the most important thing for me for now. Because once
Oh,
you give me a client, the rest, obvious, I'll deal with that client. I can sell myself to that client.
yeah,
But
that's true.
between me and you, yeah, is how we exchange that client.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
Yeah. So to answer that question, um, of course, I do not want to walk you through the whole entire process because it is a very, very hard to understand process. Um,
Mm.
it's very hard to understand what we do on the background. But let me explain it in a way that you'll understand it. So
Yes.
you mentioned to me, right, that you are more hands-on. You
Yeah.
can you can handle the jobs when they come in. However, you need someone to bring those jobs to you.
Yes, yes. That's what
You
we need. That's the side that we are lacking. You can say it's marketing.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So that's what you need. So
Yes.
seeing as you also mentioned that you are hands-on, I believe that even handling some leads, you actually mentioned this, which is you said that when you getting leads, some of
Yes.
them they tend to give you a runaround to a point where you just get tired of getting back to them.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah. So
Mm.
basically on your side, and before I answer this question, I just wanna get to this. So basically on your side, what you are looking for, you are looking for people that can handle, that can market your business, maybe through advertising, right? And you
Yes, yes.
want a team that can bring you leads, not only leads, but leads that are ready to buy, that have the money, that can afford the service.
Yes.
And you want a system that can help you to make sure that these leads are turned into jobs.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Okay. So everything that I've just said right now, it ticks the box, it ticks our boxes because that's exactly what we do. We market your business. May it be through your we market your business on advertising platforms like your Facebook, your Instagram, your Google, your LinkedIn. So we market your business there because we understand that with these platforms, that's where the people that you are looking for are. Just let me just make an example. With LinkedIn,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, it's basically, do you know the platform LinkedIn?
No, no,
Or you don't know it?
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
It's a very powerful platform. That's one thing that I have to say. It's a very powerful platform.
Oh,
So
okay.
by very powerful, I simply mean that it's a platform where you can be able to get it. Have you maybe thought of working with developers or with working with maybe let's say a certain company? I don't know, maybe a shopping center or mall or anything like that.
Yeah, those jobs, I turned them down long time. I've tried to take subcontracts for bigger companies,
Mm,
but they tend, yeah, yeah, when it comes to payment, they give problems. So
okay.
yeah, I prefer to get to deal with a client direct.
Mm, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm building a mall, maybe I must deal with that investor straight, not
Yeah,
through contracts. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Now,
Yes, yes.
here's the fun thing about when we advertising on that platform, you get the owners, the investors. You don't talk to you don't get access to the big contractors, but you get access to the investors, the owners of that shopping center.
That,
You know,
oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
most of our clients, we've gotten them quite a number of actually even one of them was they were building a hospital not so long ago. I think they should be finished with it next month. So they were building up a hospital through it, and they were basically they were the ones that were handling the project, and they were
Oh,
not
okay.
they were not subcontracting for any person,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
and it
okay.
is so that's how powerful that platform is. So we have
Mm.
these different platforms. However, one thing that as I mentioned, I do not want to get to a point where I share or I overshare details that maybe you won't understand. So we basically, our system, it works like this. We run your advertising. We get you the leads. We qualify those leads. We get you appointments. You go to the appointments. You do the quotations. You come back. We handle those leads up until we close those leads into jobs. When we close those leads into jobs, that's when you pay us. So
Oh, okay. Yes, yes. So if I yeah, so to interrupt you there,
no
if
problem.
I get to correct, is you actually call those leads, ne? You make
Exactly.
appointment. Yeah, I
Exactly.
only go there. You set the appointment for me. Then I go there just to meet the client and see whatever they want. Then I make a quotation. The quotation I send it to you or straight to the client.
You send it to us so that we can send it to them because remember, we don't
Yes,
want five people sending the same thing to the same client
yes,
because the client will
yes,
start
yes.
to be lost as to who am I actually talking to here.
Dealing with, yes, yes.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. So under my letterheads or
Under everything is yours.
everything. Okay, okay. So
Everything is
okay, then
yours.
I send it to you. Okay, then you negotiate to do everything.
We discuss everything
But
with them.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, I get you. But since now my letterheads having my phone numbers, let's say you give the clients the quotation. What happens if the client calls me direct?
So here's the thing. They could
Yes.
call you direct, but still you would have the information, right? Even if they could
Okay.
call you direct, you have the information. But
Mm.
it doesn't happen. We've worked with companies in different places, in different countries. It never happens because they 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 would rather talk to the person that they're talking to right now, the person that because having to go and talk to another person, that person, it will be a different story. But if now they're talking to me, we're having a
You
conversation.
know, and yeah, yes, yes, I get
Exactly,
you. Mm, mm. Oh, okay, okay.
you know.
Okay,
So
no, I get it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so basically that's what we do because at the end of the day, you mentioned that
Mm.
you are focusing on you are more handy, right? You want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
just go to the jobs and do the jobs. So,
exactly, exactly.
so what we do is we bring the basically within our company, we have
Mm.
a team that handles the advertising side. We have a team that handles the calling those leads, meaning that we have a call center in the organization. Now,
Oh, okay.
that call center, when you're working with us, it's more of your call center because those
Oh, okay,
people they
okay.
will
I
be
get you.
handling your calls for your company.
Yes, yes. Okay,
So
okay.
we bringing you that infrastructure so that you can be able to utilize it and we can be able to get you more jobs.
Oh, okay, okay. No, that
Yeah,
sounds good. Yeah. Mm.
so that's
Yeah,
basically
yes.
how we do it. Now, as I mentioned, I do not want to go technical because on that side, it just would be very, very, very hard to understand. But
Mm.
just to tell you the ones that you'll understand and you will like, we will bring you more jobs, you will get more money, more jobs, more money, more jobs. That's basically what we can guarantee to you. Now, here's the thing. If within 3 months we don't do as we promised to you, then what will happen is that the budget that you are running your ads with, you will stop paying it. And we will pay with our own cards. We will be basically the instead of you making the investment after the 3 months, you will stop doing that if we don't bring you the jobs. And we will take
Okay.
our own cash flow. We will take the money from our company and we will take and we will put it into your company. We run your ads ourselves, right? If within the
Okay.
next 90 days
Pretty
we
much.
don't do as we
Yeah.
promised you, right? So basically,
Okay.
yeah, so basically that's it on our side. I don't know if maybe you have another question.
No, no, so far, no, so far. I don't have any question. Unless maybe, yeah, as we carry on.
Okay. So basically, I think the most other things that I think will be important in this, it's for you to know the investment that you need to make into this. So
Okay.
yeah, so basically here's the investment that you need to make. Um, just on our side, we only charge you once, right?
Okay.
We charge you once, which is it's called a setup fee, right?
Yes.
We charge you only once, and that's the setup fee. And then of course there are things that you have to cover on a monthly basis, but those things are not part of the whole entire thing, which is you need to cover your ad budget on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
And then there's the software which we use to call the leads. We send them the invoices, we send them everything, right? So those are the two things that you'll need to cover on a monthly basis. And then we have your and then we have the setup fee that you'll need to cover once. And then that should be about it on our side. And then there is as I mentioned, you only cover us, you only invest into this thing with us once. Basically, you can only invest, you can cover us only one time. And then the next time
Okay.
going forward, it we will you will be covering us when we bring you a job. So for every job that we bring to you, you will it will be a commission basis kind of thing, meaning that
Oh,
you yeah, meaning that you'll give us a percentage from that job.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's
Okay.
basically how we do things. Do you have any questions, or should I just go into the in numbers of the investments that you need to make?
Yeah, yeah, investment and maybe a percentage also from the jobs.
Okay. So
Mm,
if you remember when you were filling out the form, we asked you a
yeah.
question there. We asked you, do you can you currently afford to invest 16.5 a month into I mean no, 16.5. And then you said yes. So it's not 16.5 that you have to invest, but that was just a question to see where you're at. But just to walk you through it, the numbers. So for the setup fee it is 6,000 rand, which is a once-off payment.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, and then the we have the percentage, which is 15% of the profit
15%.
of profit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But now,
not
how do you work out the profit?
we believe that you'll be transparent with us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's if you're looking at this, it's a trust situation. We trust you enough for you to tell us the right numbers. You can't decide to lie to us and say, no, this was how much. Maybe you can say it was 20,000, your profit, when maybe it was 50,000. You can't decide to do
Yeah.
that, but we coming in here because we trusting you. This is a partnership. It's not you having an employee, but we are partners in this thing. So we expect you to be honest with us and give us the right numbers.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah.
And
But
then
now,
okay, you were saying?
uh, um, okay, was like now, if we say on profits, or only on profits for that particular project, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. 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 No, yeah, it sounds fair.
exactly. And
Yeah, it
then
sounds
we
fair. As long we, because like now, um, because everything at the end of the day, all that thing will be worked out, will be worked in to the quotation. I mean, be considered into the quotation as well. For
exactly,
example, yeah, if maybe, yeah, if it's 100,000 rent job, then I know, oh, okay, there's still like 15% that I must pay for marketing. Then
exactly.
I see now, yeah, yeah, okay. No,
You know,
it's, yeah, for me, I think it's fine, yeah.
yeah, and you know how we normally do it with our clients.
Yeah,
Most of them, how we normally do it is for the clients that uh for the clients that make a minimum of of 30% in terms of their of profitability on their side. We tend to say this, and I would also suggest this same here, um,
yes,
which is when you are getting a job, what we could do is
yes,
this. If you could either decide to add a 15% into that amount,
yes,
so
yes.
so that it does not have to touch the amount that the company is supposed to be getting.
Getting, yes, yes, exactly.
That way you can know, Uguti,
Mm,
you're on the safe side and you are happy
mm,
and we are
mm.
happy at the very same time,
Yes, yes. No, yeah, I get it.
you know. So that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
choice. You can do that and you cannot do that. It just depends on you.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
and yeah, and then we have the ad budget and the CRM software. Um, so those are the two things that, as I mentioned, that you basically have to cover on a monthly basis. So every month you need to cover them. Um, so the ad budget, it's the amount that you have to cover on the platform itself. You don't pay that money to us. It doesn't come to us. That investment, it goes straight to Meta on the platform. So you invest the amount into the platform itself. So that amount, it will have to be about 6.5 on a monthly basis. And then the software, it's going to be 2.5, and then that should be about it in terms of the in terms of the investment that you need to make so that you can be able to get to the jobs that you want, you know.
Yeah. So monthly it would be 6.5 plus 2.5.
Yeah,
Is it then we're looking at what, 9,000?
9,000 on jobs that you could be getting, which, let's say, if you're getting about three or four, five, six jobs.
Mm. So the initial fee is how much? 6,000. So it's for the paperwork and all those type of things. Uh,
Yeah,
but-
that's the initial fee, or the
yeah.
initial investment that you need to make. And with and as I mentioned, it's that is the setup fee. and
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah. Yes, yes.
yeah, it's the setup fee. And to start the project, you need to have your
Mm.
software and you need to have your ad budget at the very same time, so that we can be
Oh,
able to
okay.
get to that point of getting you those jobs.
Oh, okay. So that means, let's say, okay, I'm interested. How much must I put it in before I start anything? That would be that 6,000 plus the 2.5 plus 6.5. or those monthly is paid after I started working with you guys, or is paid in advance?
Okay, let
You
me
know, the
just
monthly 2.5 and 6.5, yeah.
let me walk you through that part.
Yeah.
So the the setup fee,
Mm.
it's in advance. And
Okay.
then there is the software. So the
Yes.
software for the ad, and then there's the ads. Now, the things that we are going to be setting up, it is the Meta platform. If like for instance, that's the platform that I would suggest that you run your ads on, because that's the platform that you exist on, and I'm seeing that there's movement on that platform. So I wouldn't say stop using that platform. I would say let's go more into that
Mm.
platform. So
Oh, okay.
with that being said, it would mean that with that platform, for us to be able to start running the ads, the budget needs to be there. Now,
Oh, okay.
now when the ads are being ran, the leads are going to come in, meaning that the team will need to make the calls, meaning the software will need to be there.
Mm. Yes, yes. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Oh, so that's why I want to be clear that all that money is paid in advance.
in advance.
Is
Yeah,
if I'm getting it right.
yeah, you
Yeah,
invested in advance.
you have invest in advance. So it's actually in total of what 13,000, 6,
Yeah,
14, 15, somewhere there.
yeah. Let me just calculate it for you. I don't like making mistakes on that side, so let me just make sure it's quite clear. Yeah, so it's 15.
It's 15,000.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's the hard part is starting now. But as we start working, if the jobs are coming in, obviously they'll pay back all that money. The difficult part is to start.
Exactly. You see
Mm.
why I was when you were saying, so this is how much I need to pay. And if you
Yeah,
notice, I keep stopping you and I say an investment, because
investment. Yeah, yeah. Here is
because
investment.
it's
Yes.
exactly, because it's not an expense, it's an investment that you need to make into your company for you to be able to get the jobs that you want and to be able to get your business to where you want to get it to. Because on our side, it's not a matter of is it possible, but we can do it. But it's just a matter of, on your side, are you willing to make the investment to get your business to where it needs to get to?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
because yeah, companies is yeah. If you want to grow your business, obviously you have to invest. You have
exactly.
to invest. Yeah, otherwise you won't grow. That's how I
Exactly.
believe. Yeah. So
Exactly.
that is why that if we make more investment on marketing, because that's all we need for us to grow.
Exactly. That's the same
Other
thing I
things,
saw.
mm. Because other things like maybe we can other things we can still get them as we get the projects. Because obviously when you get the project, start getting some time deposit, or if it's a job for the bank, it's guaranteed. So
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. But it's 15 for now. It's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit heavy.
Mm,
I'll be interested to work with you. Yeah, yeah, but not right now. I can
okay.
maybe start putting it aside for a month end. If you
Okay.
can start working maybe by the beginning of next month.
Okay. Okay. No, I fully
Mm, mm,
understand you. I can fully hear you. So I think that would sound good. It's just that we have a situation, right? Which
yeah.
would be the first one. It is that if we are working with your company in in in
Mm,
Gauteng, right?
yes.
It would mean that we have to work with your company only in the aluminium side of things, right?
Oh, okay.
Meaning
Yeah.
that in Gauteng, we can never work with any other company that is in the aluminium space, which is why I was telling you about Active Skylight. Also, Active Skylight, they do
Mhm.
skylights and they do aluminium doors and all of that, you know?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
even them, if we work with you, we cannot work with them. So that's the first thing, which is if we are working with you
Mhm.
and if you're working with us, we will only work with your company. Meaning that that thing that you normally say that Bug does, which is they share jobs with a number of people, that will not happen. You will only have access to the leads that we give you. You're the only person. Now, the second thing that we have is, as I mentioned, even right now, there's Active Skylight, um, which was the company that we were talking to recently. Um, Now, if on I go back to them and I tell them, okay, so here's the situation. That company wants me to wait for them up until month end. So they are willing to go ahead with the project, right? So if now we say that we have to wait for you and we are not exactly sure if you will go ahead with it, because there's nothing that is written down and saying that you are going to be working with us. There's no deposit, there's nothing that tells us that you want to work with us. Meaning that there's no way for us to even guarantee that it's possible to work with you, you know? So it would
Mhm.
be in a very tight we would be in a very tight situation if we were to say that let's wait for you up until the month end. Because even when we wait for you up until then, you can come back and say, hey, I have this situation, man. I could not go ahead with this.
Mhm.
So now we turned away people to wait for your company. So you see, we would be losing a
Mhm.
lot if we would be doing that. Now, on my side, I had a look at your I had a look at your wait, there's actually someone that is disturbing me on this side. But yeah, so as I was saying, that's the situation that we're having, which is
Mhm.
on my side, I've seen what you guys are doing, and I see the potential of what the company could be through social media. That is
Yes,
something that
yes.
I don't have a doubt about, you know.
Mhm.
But here's the situation. Um, we would need some sort of a deposit from your side. Even if you say to us you don't want to work with us right now, but we also we don't mind waiting for it, because as I've mentioned, we would definitely love to work with your company because we see the potential of work and we see what we could possibly do with your company. So we would need some sort of a deposit to make sure that we close off the spot. We cannot even contact another company that does what you do. That will tell us that okay, no, you are serious in working with us, but it's just a matter of you need to gather the funds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's in business sometimes I tell myself just to be straightforward. Sometimes to talk things that you cannot manage is just a waste of wasting my own time. And agreeing to something that I know I won't do, it's just a waste of my own time. For me, what I like about your company, I'm sure it's the first time I get a company that works like you guys. What that means, I just work, you just call me, say, okay, there is a lead there, just say, go and make a quotation that side. I do the quotation, then I send it to you. It makes my life so much easy. And that
Yeah.
way I know I can make a lot of money on my side. Yeah. That is why I'm saying when we talk about that initial investment, for me, I don't have a problem with it. But according to my plans already, I can only manage that on, like I said, month end. Because I can look at it, I do make decision on my own, but still, I cannot just say, okay, there's the money tomorrow or next day. Because I've got staff, I've got workshops to pay. I've got other expenses of the vehicles and things like that. That is why I'm saying if I say month end, we can carry on. Then definitely month end will carry on. If it's a deposit, then I'd rather, if I can't raise that 15, then I can put a deposit. Say, okay, guys, I'm serious. There is a deposit. But
Okay.
only, yeah, we can start putting any investment on marketing on month end of this month.
Oh,
If
okay.
I don't come right with the full amount, then that's where I can start saying, okay, how much you deposit? Or this is what I've got for now. Maybe
Okay.
put a half, yeah, another half. But I'll try to raise that so that it can start working as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. No, no problem.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
so I
Was all the
think
other
that
thing also was
okay.
the other thing I was looking at is was I was looking at someone to market for me as well, you see. But now you look at that salary would go like maybe 7.5. You see, got petrol to fill it up, you know. So at the end of the day, you guys, I think when I look at it roughly, it's gonna work out a little bit cheaper for me.
Exactly.
Because still,
And it's gonna
even if
make you
got
more
someone
money at
working,
the very same time.
still, yeah, you see now, even get someone at the office working must pay those person must still look for leads again. She must follow all those leads again. So at the end of the day, I think if you you handle all that burden for us,
Mm.
it's much, it's gonna be much easier for me. So
Oh,
let's
okay.
make it month end for me. Yeah, then we can start um putting some investment into it.
Okay. Yeah, so
Mhm.
I hear what you're saying, and I
Eh,
understand it. But here's the thing. I cannot promise you that. Um, and
yeah,
unfortunately, I cannot even promise you that by the end of the week we will not be, because as I mentioned, there's someone that we were
yeah,
talking to just yesterday. So unfortunately, on our side, if you're only looking at next at the month end or something like that for even the deposit, then
yeah,
unfortunately there's nothing that we can do, because as I've mentioned to you, you're saying that you want to go ahead with it, but we don't know what could happen in the month end. So
yeah,
so also we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where we lose, because if by the and if let's say in the month end you say, okay, let's move it to next month, you know next
mm,
month, it simply
mm,
means that this month we've lost um, clients that we could have gotten within that area. And if we lose clients, it simply means the company lost a revenue within that month. Simply, and it means that
mm,
going into the other month, we're also going to be losing another revenue. You know, for, because
yeah,
currently it's not something that is guaranteed. I understand you saying that you're interested and you want to go ahead with it because it helps you. It saves you
yeah,
more
yeah,
time. But
yes, yes,
there's nothing even on our side to say that you there's nothing that shows us, Uguti, yeah, you wanna go ahead with this, and you're serious about making this happen. And the only thing that can make us get to a point where we can be like, okay, it's only if you're saying that you want to go ahead with it for the 31st, it's only the deposit, unfortunately, around this time. So if you're saying that on your side and you don't think you can be able to get it currently, then I
mm,
think that's where now we would have the problem, because if even the deposit, if you've noticed, um, I haven't even mentioned it currently. I haven't mentioned the
mm,
deposit. So currently we don't know how the investment, what percentage would it be. So even in that case you are still not, it also puts us in a very tight spot of saying, what if we do this but this doesn't happen, you know because there's simply no nothing that shows us, Ukuthi, this partnership is going to go ahead. But with the deposit tells us that you want to go ahead with this project, but it's just a matter of you need to raise the capital. which is how we're able to understand that, okay, we can wait for you because you've put a deposit into this thing. And I know you, as a business owner, you know how this works. So yeah, I think that's it on my side. I don't know what you're thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, but now the deposit is it is just to hold my place with you guys. It's not like you're gonna start working on
Exact,
with me. Yes, yes.
exactly, but it guarantees to us that you wanna go ahead with us. Because if even let me just
Mm,
make an example. With the setup fee
mm,
that we charge, we do
yes.
have we do have clients. Like for instance, the company, it did not start we did not start working with companies within South Africa. We started outside, which meant that when we're charging a very different thing, right? Like for instance, the amount that we're charging currently in the South African market, for the setup fee. On the other side,
Mm,
it's triple that because we understand the exchange rates, right? Meaning
yes.
we decided to take it down in this side and try to make sure that it's a bit affordable to the South African market. So meaning that
Mm,
within with that sort of fee that we are charging, as is, we are losing money. But here's something that we understand. We understand that when we are partnering up with your company, we're gonna bring you more jobs. When we bring you more jobs, you make more money. When you make more money, we make more money. Meaning that we're looking at it as a long-term kind of thing, you know, which is why if the deposit is there, we can know, Guti, this person is serious about working with us, right? Which means to us,
yes.
we can lose money for the next 25 days or 24 days, but wait, when we start working with you, we know that we will recoup that money that we lost because we know the value that we bring, we know the work that we bring, we know the systems that we have, we understand that we can bring you more jobs, we know that we can bring you more money. And as I said, when you have more money, we have more money. So I don't
Mm,
know if you
mm.
understand it. So to
Yeah,
us,
no, no, I get it, I get it.
yes. So to us, of course, even when we with the setup fee, as is, we are losing money from that, from the setup fee itself. But we understand that when we're working with you, we will make more money with you because when you make more money, we make more money. So that's how we look at it. Even with the deposit, that's how we look at it. Which is right now, you want to make sure that you have the capital to go forward, and when we're
Mm,
going forward, we will bring you more jobs. That is something that we're sure about. When we bring you those jobs, we know that you will make more money. Again, as I was saying, when we get you more money, we will be making more money. That's what you want,
mm,
to get more jobs, to make more money, to grow your business. And it's the same thing that we also trying to make sure that we do. So to us, it's we if you noticing what I'm telling you here, we are not focusing on making money now, but we understand that in the long run we are going to make more money with your company as our partner.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah, like I said to you, first you have to decide, you have to plan, then you go ahead with something. But theoretical, I know this is what I want, you see. But when it comes to practice now, that I must, the time where I must sign the contract, if there's a contract, or I must put a investment. That's why I'm saying, no, let's make it month end. Because I'm committing to myself. What I use, even if you say 50 rand now, that 50 rand will be sitting until you start working, maybe month end or something. That is why I'm saying between us, make the let's seal the deal actual month end. Because month end can be maybe before month end, but according to my plans, I plan things every month. So okay, month end, guys, this is the money I put aside for marketing. Let's start working. Because even if it's
Oh, okay.
5,000, okay, it's not gonna help for now. I can put 5,000, the money that will be just sitting there also. instead of maybe me using it for some of my things in the business. That's why I try by my all means when I put investment, it must start working for me. Even the
Okay.
deposits month end, that would be the last option. Otherwise, I'm looking at putting that investment, then it start working same time. Then I
Oh,
know my
okay.
money is working immediately. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. That is how I'm planning for now.
Oh, okay.
And I know, yeah, I can budget. Yeah, I can budget and put it on the side. And then we just say, okay, guys, there is a full amount, not a deposit or whatever. Deposit is just worst case because I promised you that the month end can
Mm,
start working. If
okay.
then you said, yeah, now what happened? Then I said, okay, guys, sorry, but just hold to make sure that I'm still interested in business.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Okay.
outside, yeah, I'm
So,
outside looking forward, yeah.
okay. So you are saying, okay. So basically you're saying that, um, if let's say in month end things don't go according to plan,
Yes,
maybe that's when you can decide to go ahead with the deposit.
exactly. Because now the fault will be, I promised you I could make it. At least I put something down. Because now if I promise you and said, okay, month end, guys will do business, then month end, there's nothing on the table. Obviously, you won't trust me. For that trust, maybe that's when I can put something. So, okay, guys, just hold the space again for me. Maybe after 2 weeks or whatever it is. But that's not what I'm working on. I'm working on to raise that full amount.
Mm,
You say, yeah, there's a full amount, then let's work. Like I
okay.
said, I want to put 1,000 rand, then I want to see that 1,000 rand start working straight away.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
No,
So
I think,
yeah,
yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. But I think the best that we can do on our side is to, because as I mentioned, when month end comes, we even this week, I can't promise you that by the end of this week we won't be working with someone else. Um,
yeah.
so I think the best that we can do on our side, um, it would be to help you find another company that you can work with. But even that company that we can help you find within the South African market, there's currently no company that does what we do. Now, so meaning that the company that we would be bringing to you, they would run the ads for your company and they would give you those leads so that you can handle them yourself. And another thing, that same company that we would be bringing to you, they would give you those leads, but you are not guaranteed that the leads that you're having are leads that another company does not have, because of there's no exclusivity, right? With us, we do exclusivity because we understand that if we give you leads and then we give another person leads, it's gonna complicate things for your company and for our sales team, because our sales team is gonna call the same person over and over, which is not gonna make sense for the person that is on the other side.
Yes,
So,
I get you.
so the companies that we could bring to you, I want you to know that they will bring you the leads. They will bring you the leads. Um, but it's going to be the same thing, more like bark, but this time around, it's bark on steroids, because you will have to maybe pay those guys 5,000 a month to basically on a retainer every month you pay those guys 5,000 or 10,000, even more than that. Um, more like the same thing that you were saying with the person that you wanted to hire. It's going to be the same thing as that. So that's
Yes,
now the best thing that we can do in this case, because unfortunately, on our side, we can really not wait up until the 31st or the month end, you know, because we know the thingy that we know the value that we have, we know the service that we have, and we know how powerful it is. So on our side, it's just a matter of if the person that wants it and believes that it can help their business and they are willing to invest into it, then those people are the people that we can be able to work with, you know, because we even understand something, which is even in the long run, we want to work with people that we would be able to know that these people, they 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 trust in what we do, and we also believe in what we can do for them. And they, that's the mentality that we want to have even in the long run. So unfortunately, even what's it's what it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday today.
Yes.
I c- yeah, it's Wednesday. By Friday, I can guarantee you that um we might just even go with active skylight, because with them we did not have a problem, but it was just a matter of we saw what you were doing, and we loved what you were doing. So, which is why we wanted to listen to what maybe this conversation would how this conversation would pan out. So, but yeah, on our side,
But yeah, can
unfortunately,
I ask you something? You are not looking at expanding, getting more companies, or you've got a limit for certain companies.
yeah. So now that's the thing.
Mhm.
We we are expanding, right? But
Yes.
with our expansion, here's the thing that is happening. We cannot take a company that does what another company within, if let's say you are handling Johannesburg,
Yes. Yes.
if there's another company that wants to also, if there's another company that also handles Johannesburg and does what you do, we cannot take that company and work with it, because there's going to be a clash with the leads. And also when we say when our sales team is handling those leads, there's going to be a clash. However, what we do is this: we within the Gauteng region, there's an architectural design company that we're working with. There's a landscaping design company that we are working with. There's an interior design company that we are working with. You know, and we don't. There isn't a and there isn't what you call it. There isn't we don't have a company, let's say, that does roofing. Which is why we started. I think by next week. Wait a second. I'm just checking something. Oh, yeah, Mpilo's on the call. So, as far as I know, next week, there's someone that we have on this call is called Mpilo. So next week, as far as I know, he's supposed to be handling people that inquired about roofing. So he's the one that is going to be handling those calls. So basically, we handle the parts that, if as I mentioned, if there's a company that does roofing, but we are not working with another company that does roofing, we work with that company. Meaning that we want the people that we work with to have our exclusive partnership. We don't want to put a lot of clients and put differently, because there's going to be a lot of clash there, and our clients will end up not being happy with the results that we bring to them. So we're trying to avoid those things, because we we want to have long-term partnerships with the people that we're working with, and which is what we've managed to achieve at this point. So we don't want to break that because we want to make more money. We'd rather make the amount that we're making and have the clients that we have, because we understand the more those clients make money, the more we can also be able to make more money.
Mhm. Okay, no, I understand. I understand.
Mm.
So the deposit you're looking at, how much, more or less, if I may ask?
It would be 40%.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
40%
no, I
of
get you.
40% of the setup fee, not the full
Yeah,
amount,
yeah.
but the setup fee only. Yeah.
Or set up fee, or 40% of 6K. Ne?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which is it's just under 2,000 something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can we talk tomorrow on WhatsApp? Let me digest something, then we can talk on WhatsApp. Because I think I understand how you work in terms of your how you operate. I'm happy for now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. If maybe I need more questions, I can also uh, talk to you. I don't know if I'm be talking to you or maybe someone that I'll be dealing with when it comes maybe to working with the leads. I didn't get to that question also. Like now, let's say I agree to work with you guys. There's a specific person that I'll be working with, or I'll be working with anyone in your employee. There's someone else working direct with my company.
Yeah, so what will happen is that for each within the company we have different departments. We have people that handle running ads. We have people that handle the call center, right? So
Oh,
basically
okay.
we assign your company a certain person or two people or three people depending on how many lead flow we're bringing in. So we will be assigning someone on the ad side. We will assign someone
Mhm.
on the call center side, and I will be the one that will be handling those people, meaning that there will be people that are assigned to handle those your projects specifically, but I will be there to make sure that everything goes according to plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
give
but
me tonight. Let's yeah, if it's fine, let's talk tomorrow.
yeah, so
Yeah,
go
let's talk
go
tomorrow. Yeah.
yeah, no, I think that that would sound great. But
Mm.
unfortunately, just going back to that too, um, I did mention to you before I started asking you questions, which is I said we normally get people that tend to say they will get back to us tomorrow, the next day, the following one, then
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
those types
yeah.
of things, which now makes
Mhm.
it very hard for us to so we don't even get to a point where now we will follow up with you because we don't want to get to a point where we keep following up and we're doing all of that because you can say let's do it tomorrow. We do it tomorrow and then tomorrow
Mhm.
we try to get a hold of you and then you say I'm on a project, call me at 6, we call you at 6, you say no, not now, call me at 7, we call you at 7, and then at 7 we don't get a hold of you, meaning that they wouldn't we would just be wasting a full day trying to get in contact with one person, which at the end of the day will not get back to us, or there will not be any improvement that will happen. So on that side, I would need your guarantee. I would need you to literally be sure of that specific thing. And also another thing, I'm just a bit curious. Since you mentioning that you have to, we have to, let's talk tomorrow. Yeah, that's what you mentioned. Let's talk tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
There's something that you have to digest.
yeah, yeah.
Um, do you mind if I was to ask maybe what is that so that I can understand why we would have to talk tomorrow about it?
Yeah, you remember I was when you told me about the initial fee investment, and I told you, no, according to me, because I'm looking at today is like the 12th. I still got like another 15 days or so
Yeah.
yeah, to put that man aside. See, so I didn't have a problem with that. But as you say, okay, no, there's some little bit of challenges because you need a company, one company to assign. Then it's something
Exactly.
that now I need to, yeah, to think about it and tell you tomorrow. It's okay, guys. It's either there is the deposit I'm paying, or okay, instead of month end, maybe I can pay all that money on a certain date. Can you maybe reserve that space for us or something like that? It's not like tomorrow I'm saying, okay, I'm paying tomorrow. No, no, no. I'll tell you exactly. I can even put that deposit tomorrow, but what I'm saying to you is what you're expecting tomorrow is just to discuss and say, okay, this is the way forward. Something where we end the call, because I prefer when we end the call must be on the
Same page.
certain agreement. Yeah, yeah. Not like, okay, bye bye, bye bye. See you. Talk to look for another company, or okay, we move on. No, no, not like that. I want to say, okay, all right. Even tomorrow, I say, if I see, okay, I'm gonna pay maybe next week Monday. If you are fine with it, then we agree on that for Monday. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's talk tomorrow then and see the way forward. Because I'm really want to work with you. It's not like I'm gonna be running around. If I've got challenges, we talk on the phone also and tell you. If you can't help me, you can't help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no,
So until
yeah,
we
no,
get to start working together, yeah.
yeah, no. I think the best that we can currently do at this point, um, I would ask the team to create a group, um, and then it'll be me, you, and Bilo just currently at this point, just to make sure that that's where we'll basically have a conversation on that group tomorrow, and that's where you can
Mm.
basically we will just have to maybe hear your decision. So the best that I can do is I'll just have to talk to the guys at Active Skylight, and I'll just have to tell them that they must just give me up until Friday, and then I'll have a proper answer for them. So and now
Oh, okay.
that's the best that I can do, you know. If things don't
Yeah,
go
yeah.
according to plan, the best that I can do for your company it is to help you find another person, you know. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, also on my side, I wouldn't want to, let's say, leave you at a point where you haven't found the assistance, you know. If we can't help you, then maybe someone else could possibly help you. They won't do what we're doing, but they will be doing something, which is you'll be getting the leads at least, you know, which is leads that you want.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, we 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 can have a conversation tomorrow and see where you're at. Um, but that's the best that we can do currently.
Oh, okay. So you said gonna set up another meeting. What time? Can make same time? Because I was thinking tomorrow. Now I'm thinking if we're gonna make a meeting, I need maybe around 5 when I'm done work.
Oh no, I was saying that we're gonna create a group on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Oh, okay. On WhatsApp chat. Okay, okay. No,
Yeah,
it's fine.
group. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. No, it's fine.
Okay.
We Yeah, yeah. On WhatsApp anytime. Yeah, we can talk.
Okay. Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
just have to send us a message as soon as you are available so that we can just see where to go from there.
Yeah. Okay. No, great. No problem.
Yeah, no problem, man. Um,
Okay.
thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Thanks. 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 Bye. Yeah. Let's talk tomorrow then.
Sure.
Sharp. 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 Anton, assignment.
Wait a second, I'm just removing it. Pila, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. I thought you left the call because I called your name once and then you did not say anything. But
I didn't hear that, but yeah.
yeah, so that's what I wanted you to see on today's call. So what was your thought on that call?
Mm. On my side, I think it went well. Like it's promising. It looks like he's going to sign, but I'm finding I'm finding it hard to believe that he doesn't have like the money to invest.
Yeah, no, he does have it. That's
Right.
why that's why you saw that I was putting a lot of pressure on that guy. If you notice that guy, you you he actually even his mouth turned white because I was literally, you know, I was just
Yeah.
shooting him with everything that I had to a point where it was literally getting to him. I could see the guy because he actually got to a point where he was like, and I knew now it's now we're not playing. So Yeah, the guy he does have it because, as I
Right.
mentioned to you, there's a form that the leads fill out before they go through. In that form, we ask them questions such as their budget for these kinds of reasons. So he has them. He can afford it, which is why I brought it forward that on the form we asked you, can you afford a 16? And you said you can. I said that for that reason because I knew that those types of things tend to pan out. Um, but I wanted the call at the very same time to also be a learning experience on your side. So
Right.
yeah, the guy he has it. He has it because he shared a few details, not thinking about it. Which one of them was these jobs that go for 50 to upwards, 50 upwards. And he just got back from a job as we were talking to him, meaning that
Right.
from that job, he what he got paid. So you see, it's not a matter of he doesn't have the Lantuka, but it's just into a calculating mode. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, the guy he definitely has it.
Yeah. I could tell that he has the man, but then I feel like he's more like, I think he's scared because yeah, I feel like he's scared on like putting in the investment. That's what I feel because you can see that he wants to put it in, but then
Mm,
he he especially when you told him that you can just put in a deposit, but then he said that he wants it to he wants us to already start working for him, and I feel like he's scared that his money might go down the drain. I think that's his
exactly.
only fear right now.
Exactly. So, and which is true. Which is true. It's exactly what he's scared of. I picked that up. I also picked that up. So, I also know for a fact he he there's a possibility that he will actually turn into a client. But if he doesn't, there's something that if you notice, I spoke about a company for a reason, that the company is called Active Skylights. Now, I was actually talking to the owner of that company just yesterday. So I definitely that's why I was putting a lot of pressure into that guy and talking about that company because that company is his competition. And that company is a very big company in Johannesburg. So he knows that because if you listen to him clearly, he said, I think I've been seeing some of their parkies around. And he's not lying, he's telling the truth because it's a very big company. Now, that's why I was putting a lot of pressure into this guy because I want him to know that the people that he normally sees driving around, they are willing to invest with our company. So another
Yeah.
thing that was burning this guy a lot, it was the fact that his competition wants to work with us. And the fact that we can only work with one person, it means that his competition is going to take us if he doesn't take us.
Right.
So
And I picked it up. I thought maybe you were just like telling him that so he feels a bit jealous, you know. And I didn't think it was true, but now the same that is true. I know that that guy will most likely sign.
no,
And
it's
one
true. Let
thing
me
is
just show
that
you.
when you also told him, right, and also when you told him that the his company has potential to to become big, you could see in his facial reaction that he wants to buy in when you are telling him
Definitely.
that.
Let me send something into the group. This was the message that I got from the guy. It was yesterday. I've just sent it to you.
Right.
So yeah, that call I wanted it to make sure that it was a learning experience for you. Because these types of clients, they come now and then, and it's all just part of it. But the most important thing, it is always that you can make sure that you help them as much as possible on the call. You may help them and then they may leave and not work with you. But let's say in the next 3 months or 5 months, they will get to a point where those people will be making more money. They will be able to afford you. And those people, there will be people that will be chasing you around because they understand that you gave them value, the value that helped them to grow their business. Even though you don't happen to work with them now, but you be part of the people that helped them to grow.
Right.
So that's why you need to make sure that you drop as much value as possible. Unfortunately, with this guy, he did not know anything about marketing. That was the issue that we had, which is why I did not even want to go technical with him because I knew it just doesn't matter with people that do not know what we're talking about. Because for some people, for them to understand the value, they need to go, you need to go on the back end because they are tech savvy. But if they are not tech savvy, if they're not running ads, if they do not know ads manager, then unfortunately, you would be very unfair for you to, and in fact, you will lose the close just because of the fact that you spoke about the technical side and of which you confused the guy instead of helping him. So it's more like this. If you go and let's say you go and try to buy a car, and then when you're going to buy that car, they start telling you about now I'm saying for someone that does not know this, you start
Right.
telling them about your four pipes, about your drop downs. You start talking the car language for the car guys. Now just imagine this. Let's say, let's just make an example. My grandma wants to buy a car, right? And she just wants a car that just drives and goes and leaves her where she needs to go. And then I start talking about, so your mags are gonna be like this, the car's gonna be is gonna be a drop down. I start talking about those are things that she doesn't care about. She just wants a car that is gonna take her from point A to point B. So if the car is a drop down, it has mags, it's a 250 an hour. It goes from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. She does not care about that. She wants a car that is going to take her from this place to the next place. So for that guy, it would have been the same thing, relevant information. Instead, that guy is going to be lost, and when he's lost, he will feel like, I do not need this because this information, it's very hard for me to even digest it.
Right. And I saw, especially when you were talking about LinkedIn, he was asking a few questions because he didn't understand what was going on. So that's true what you're saying.
Exactly. So those are things that we should make sure that we know who and who not to talk to them about them. Like for instance, if there's someone that is running a company that is, let's say that company is making your 50 M a year or your 100 M a year, which is a medium. It's a small medium business, like SMB, or medium, or an enterprise. Now, with those types of people, you need to talk value, you need to talk money, you need to talk money, 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 and then talk value, value, money, value, value, money, money, and then you can go technical if there's a marketing person within that call. If let's say they have a marketing manager, you can then go technical because the marketing manager understands the technical side. The business owner wants to know how much they be making. So for the marketing manager to convince the business owner that this is a good deal, the marketing manager, you need to talk to them technical with the technical side. the business owner, you need to address them with money, more jobs, more money, more jobs, more money, more jobs, give value, more jobs, money, more value, more jobs, you know. So that's basically where you need to be talking. You're talking value, money, jobs. Basically, value, you give them value in terms of this is what you okay. So with what you've been doing, I'm seeing that there's a lot of potential here. You could possibly get to that number that you want to get to. But here's the thing: have you tried have building a system for your referral? For because you mentioned that you're getting jobs from your from referrals. So do you have a system that works for the referral side? And then you share that system. How about you use Goa level? Goa level would, you know, you're giving value. And when you're giving that person value, you are building trust with that person, right? And then
Right.
you start talking about the money, or you start talking about the jobs. So we can possibly get to certain jobs in a year or in a month. And when we get these jobs, we know that we can get to this amount. So for the business owner, that's what they want to hear. They want you to help them. They want you to make them more money. They want to get more jobs. So those are just the three things that you need to dive into, which is why I kept on saying to the guy, we will bring you more jobs, make you more money, more jobs, more money. If you notice clearly, I kept on saying that, and
Right.
which is what made the guy very excited, because I started talking about money and I started talking about jobs. But then, what made the guy start to sweat? Because I don't know if you saw this clean. The guy even his mouth turned and started being white because he was being put in a position that is very tight. And when we are in a tight position, our minds start to play around, it starts to have a discussion. And to a point where if it was like, you know, because it was a very tight spot for the guy. So those are things that are actually supposed to happen. Um, but most of the time, if if the person understands the value, the person will not get to a point where they will be sweating and you know. But if they
Right.
don't understand the value, they will get to a point where they will worry about the money. As you mentioned, what made the guy sweat was that he had a worry of, if I give these guys the money might not come back. That was
Mm.
what that guy was worried about more than anything. He wants to work with us. He wants to get more jobs. He wants to make more money, but he doesn't want to lose money. Which is why he said, if I put money, I would want that money to work as soon as possible, because now it will just sit if it's just a deposit,
Right.
you know.
That's true. And I think he with him, I don't think he'll pay the deposit. I think he'll just pay the full amount with
Yeah,
that, cause
he will pay that full amount. I catch you there.
cause
You were saying?
no, I was just saying that he will pay. I think he'll pay the full amount when he gets on the next call, or yeah, yeah. I don't think he will go for the deposit. I think before the end of the week he will have the money.
Yeah. Uh, but it's just a matter of having to pressure the guy and push him up until he breaks. Because he wants this thing to work. He wants the money. He wants the jobs. And funny enough, I was shocked. Which means this guy basically he came from our Instagram page, right? He literally came from our Instagram page. Um, Meaning that he did not come from ads. He did not come from the appointment setters. He just came from our organic content, basically the content that we're creating on the business page. That's where the guy came from. Meaning that when this guy was watching that content, he started to trust me, because even when I got into the call, the guy was just a bit open. He was friendly. It was like he was talking to someone that he knew. If you notice that, he wasn't at that point where he was a bit tight, because from the content that he was watching of me, he had some sort of a it was like he was talking to someone that he knew. It wasn't at that point where you still need to build that thing. It was already there. So that was something that I was actually um, quite shocked when I heard him say, um, because that told me that he already trusted me before he got into the call,
That's
which
true.
is
And
okay. You were gonna say?
no, you can continue talking.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, which is the more value you give the person, the more the person starts to trust you, which is the same thing that is happening here. The guy, he trusts me because he's been watching my content, and from watching my content, he started now to want to work with my company.
And you can tell because he was also asking whether when he signs, will he continue working with you, which also shows that he the trust is there.
Exactly. So that is the first um lesson for the day. Now, and I think that that sales call, it's a full master class basically on its own. So for today, I'm quite sure you are pretty good in terms of the information side. Now
Right.
I will just have to add this video into the client sales calls so that you can have access to it there, and then you can be able to go through it. Maybe there are some things that you will see from that video that may would possibly want us to, if let's say you're going to say, you know what, now that I'm watching this video, I think there's something that we missed here. You could have said here this and this and this and that, you know, which is the same thing that we're going to be constantly doing for every course that we get on. That's what we're going to be doing. After the calls, we will sit down and talk about those calls. What happened on those calls? What did not happen? What should we have done differently? This was good. How about we just try to twist it a bit and get it to this certain point? So those are the types of things that we will have to make sure that we discuss so that we can know where we're going right and where we're going wrong, and where to adjust and where to not adjust, and what to test and what not to test. So we can only get that information when we're having these types of conversations after a sales call.
Yeah, that's true. It's all about improvement, as you say.
Exactly. So I think for do you have any questions for me for today?
Well, you know, I had like questions like on my book, but then I misplaced it. I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere in the house, but I'll ask it to you tomorrow, or maybe before today, if I can find my book, because I wrote a few notes as I was watching the videos on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a few questions there, but then when I find my book, I'll ask you some questions.
Okay, no problem. You can do that. For today, I believe I'm just a bit open in terms of the schedule, so you can definitely ask me those questions. I will answer you as soon as I see them.
Okay,
Yeah, so that should be about it for today's call. I will share the video on YouTube as soon as possible.
that, that's cool, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Sure.